I am back in Tiruvannamalai after spending just 10 days in the United States. I shouldn't say that I chose to come here. I was again attracted by this mountain of fire, the mountain of attention. This mountain, which is Kailaish, which is the abode of Lord Shiva. And I feel incredibly joyous being here. And I have no doubt in my mind that this is the place for enlightenment, this is the place for karma removal. And of late I was told that it is also the place where you can practice Shreem Brzee. And how Shreem can create and how Brzee can give the power of the three gods, Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, the Trinity. And that's not my intention to talk about it, because if I get into that, it will be a long talk, which I don't want to do now at this very sacred time, 3:30 or so in the morning. And I just opened the door just to let the air come in. So what I'm going to share with you now is very important. Now, there are many approaches to contact the divine or experience the divine. One is through yoga, not simply the physical yoga, but the meditation part of the yoga, which is called Raja Yoga. There you get into samadhi, which is altered states of consciousness, and through that consciousness you attain. And then there is an inquiry yoga, which is called Jnana Yoga, where through reasoning you get to a level of understanding who you are, like Ramana Maharshi, who came here to the mountain. He practiced Jnana Yoga, and then he was asking the question, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? And then kept on asking until you found out that he was Brahman, he was God. But it is still confusing because he had a very painful death, and which he reacted to the pain like anybody else. So I'm not going to even talk about that, because I have talked about it elsewhere too. So what I'm going to talk about is, what am I going to do in the future in terms of teaching? And that's, I'm going to share with you what is happening to me, and in terms of understanding how to get closer to the divine and how to make your life useful while you are on this plane. It's a great plane to be on, but then the most of the time on this plane, we just while away the time in fun and pleasure of the senses. That's silly. And then one day you leave the plane just to come back, because after that, there's a part of you that realizes the goodness of the plane. But then once you come here, and then you get lost in the senses, in Maya and in karma. At least, the least that can be done is to be here, in the precincts of the mountain, to look at the mountain and to breathe the air that passes over the mountain and into your nostrils. And there are very many teachings of how to stop breathing. And only when you stop the nostril breathing and then some other breathing takes over, which is called the soul breathing, or I call it the mid-brain breathing or pineal breathing. Some people call it the breathing of the heart. And thenceforward, there won't be any illness, there won't be any pain in life. Then you have access to everything that can give you enlightenment. Now,